Hello everyone, this is Bentley out in Kent, Washington, and today we're going to do a couple of quick updates, some new fish, and an awesome tour of a gentleman named Brian's house. So first, we're going to start with the baby rainbows. These are the Chilatherina fasciata, Calibiru. And as you can see, we've had a lot more hatch in the last few days since the last video. And unfortunately, my camera struggles because they're so small to focus on them. So it keeps focusing on like the sponge filter, or the crushed coral that I've got back there, or the heater when I was trying to refocus it. So I tried moving my camera a little bit to get them a little more into view, except for the very few that are in back. So they're not just like these blurry things zipping around, but it's just they're so tiny. It's very hard. These guys are so small they can't even eat live baby brine yet. They still need about another week and a half or so before they can do that. So they're surviving off of ceramicron. There's infusoria culture that has been built into this tank, and then also a little bit of vinegar eels now and then. But pretty soon they'll be at a size where they can eat live baby brine, and then they'll be really good to go. But as you can see, we've probably got like I would say 25 to 30 babies in this tank right now, and they're just gonna keep growing, and we're gonna keep watching them. They're really cool. This is, like I said, a Chilantharina, so a lot like Blaheri. And this fish eventually will get an all blue body and then yellow in the finish. So they're going to be very, very cool to watch grow up. And we'll start giving you more details as they get older and get through their process here. So next we're going to show you the brand new fish that are in the fish room. And as you can tell right away, we've got some new Plecos. The question is which Plecos? That's for you to decide. So, watch the video, get a little bit here. Tell me in the comments which plecos do you think I picked up from a gentleman named Brian, who you're about to see some of his really cool tanks in just a second. And the next video, we're going to go over these guys in a lot more detail, get you some much better close-up shots so you can really see these awesome, awesome fish. I'm really excited. There's 4 adults and 3 juveniles, so it's 7 total fish. In the adults, I have 3 males and 1 female, so we got a good chance to breed these guys, which, as you can tell, we got plenty of caves, lots of extra slate to add some extra hiding spaces. You can see little tails poking out. We're going to really try to get these guys, they're in the breeding room with everything else, so we're going to see if we can make the magic happen and get some sweet baby plecos. So again, tell me in the comments, which plecos did I pick up? Now let's go over Brian's stuff. He had a ton, and honestly, I could only video so much. He's got his rooms very tightly packed, so in some places, just glare made it hard to see things. But this awesome tank is a 100-gallon acrylic full of clouded archerfish. There's also a flagtail prochylatus there, but he's got a design. You can see the water level is purposely kept lower, and there's all this driftwood in there. And he had moved some to show some other fish that are in there hiding. There's some cool bristlenose in there. There's a redfin sternella, or not bristlenose, but other plecos. Sorry, a redfin sternella. But you can see he keeps the water line low so that he can every once in a while put things on the driftwood that's out over the water so that the archers can shoot it down, just like they do in the wild. But he doesn't do it too often because he doesn't want them constantly spitting all over the place and just getting his fish room constantly soaked. And then you can see on the left hand side, there's a corner of a tank. I couldn't really film this one because all the fish were just constantly hiding, but he has this awesome breeding colony of super red, long fin bristlenose. And I mean, these were amazing. I got one little peek of the female hiding in an angle. It was just crazy, and she was just massive, ready to do another batch of young goes and get breeding. And he had multiple tanks full of these, and he was putting a 100-gallon acrylic together just to expand his breeding colony size. I think this is just one of his tanks for raising up all of these amazing bristlenose babies. And look how many are in here. I mean, there are tons hiding. I had the naked eye as opposed to a camera, and I would say there's easily like 35, 40 in here. But I mean, look, we zoom in, all munching all that zucchini. Look at the long, beautiful finish. They've already got great color so far. That nice, almost neon orange. And as they get older, they're just going to get more and more red and look more and more amazing. I won't lie. While I was there, I wanted to just go, "Hey, dude, how much? How much?" Because they're just so beautiful. And he breeds a ton of them. And he breeds some other stuff. He breeds koi bettas and does all sorts of other cool fish. And we're going to talk more about that in a sec because we're going to start getting into some really neat stuff. Check these out. These are albino geophagus. And I've never seen these before. And all I could keep saying every time was, oh my gosh, look at their fins. Look how amazing they are. Those big red trailers, especially this male that's coming out of the rock there. It's that sweet, like kind of mohawk of red hair. It's just such a cool fish. And like this, I was in his fish room and I just kept looking back at this tank. And there's just so much cool stuff. And I just kept looking back at it. And then he's got this. He has a puffer community tank. So there you can see the Shota denai puffer, the Congo spotted puffer, and Amazon puffers all living together, no problems, completely in harmony with some stir-by cories, some other smaller cories. There's a little one of his koi plakat betas in there, and a bunch of uh, neon tetras, right? I mean, this is just so crazy. And this Congo spotted puffer is easily the biggest one I've in person. This guy is big and super healthy, but every time I had my phone up trying to capture a video, he would go hide in the back and I'd put it away and he'd come forward every time. He was just hiding from the camera. But this guy is just amazing. I mean, easily like the size of a large russet potato. Like I said, this is a big puffer for a Shota denai, and they're normally very small. But he's big, super healthy, absolutely gorgeous spot pattern and color. Just a beautiful fish. Plus, he's living with other Amazon puffers and like a betta, everything in harmony, which is really cool. I've never seen something like this in person, and to know that like I can keep Amazon puffers with Congo spotted puffers and it can be completely cool and chill. That's dangerous, right? That's dangerous because now I want to do this at home. It's just so cool. But that was also had a Fahaka puffer, arowanas, bichures, but this guy might be the king. This is a Hypostomus luteus, like the king of all plecos. These things are so cool. And this guy is probably like 12 to 15 inches. Now, this pleco is unique. They have a color morph that happens as they grow up. So they start looking kind of like a gold nugget pleco. And then they get to phase two, which is what this guy is, where you start seeing all the gold and yellow come in the fins and slowly creeping up the body, basically from the tail and the underside upward. And then at phase three, the entire body and fins are all that golden yellow color. Really cool fish. They get upwards of like 3 feet. I mean, they get huge. So he's got a 300 gallon that he's setting up right now. That's also going to have this guy. That's right, Mabu puffer. Because when you have a Fahaka and you have a Congo spotted and you have Amazons, you might as well have a Mabu puffer too. This guy has an insane collection. And every tank was acrylic, except for like one tank of shrimp, but everything else is acrylic. And he's breeding all sorts of bristle noses. He's got some cool like designer type plecos and some really awesome stuff like the Luteus. Oh, and also a Mabu puffer. How sweet is that? So should I go back after he gets that 300 gallon stocked and ready? Should I go back and film that for you guys? Tell me in the comments, please. I really hope you enjoyed this. And don't forget, also tell me in the comments which plecos you think I picked up. And if you really liked what you saw or you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button, throw a like. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Be awesome. Take care.